Hi everyone, my name is Deborah Johnson, and today I want to share a few verses from the book of Luke, chapter 3, and I want to look at John the Baptist's advice for a whole bunch of people that he talks about in these scriptures, but how does that apply to us today is what I really want to look at. So the first thing in the book of Luke, chapter 3, verse 10 to 11, John the Baptist here is addressing the crowd. And in the verse it says, "What should we do then?" the crowd asked. John answered, "Anyone who has two shirts should share with the one who has none, and anyone who has food should do the same." So here, John the Baptist is telling the crowd here really to be generous and to be compassionate. In today, right, this hits very close to us in the sense of economic equality and consumerism, right? So in a world where many people have way more than they need, while others have barely enough to survive, right? John is urging here to have radical generosity. Right? It's not about giving from excess, right? It's about being aware of others' needs and living with your open hands and being able to provide and to help others. For us, like a modern day example would be, supporting your local food banks or donating clothes or even just noticing, right, when someone is struggling and just helping them directly, right? And we can be generous with our time and with our emotional support. It's not always just money or just good. Sometimes it's just being there for someone and being able to help them. The second group of people that John the Baptist addresses is the tax collectors. If we look at verses 12 to 13, it says, "Even tax collectors came to be baptized. Teacher," they said, "what should we do?" "Do not collect any more than you're required to," he told them. So here today in our world, right, this could speak to anyone who's in a position involving money, authority, or even any other system, our legal system, from bankers to lawyers to business owners or to public servants, right? It's not about refusing to take advantage of people because you can. This is a call to integrity, right? We have to act justly and honestly, and even when the system may permit or expect some shady behavior, it's all about living honestly and being just. So for us, right, not exploiting any loopholes or anything like that for our own personal gains. Treating employees, clients, and customers fairly, even if cutting corners would be more profitable. So it's also always about being just and being honest. And the third group of people that John the Baptist talks and addresses to is the soldiers. If we look at verse 14, it says, "Then some soldiers came to him and asked him, 'What should we do?' He replied, 'Do not extort money and don't accuse people falsely. Be content with your pay.'" So today, in our life, in our parallel here, it would be anyone who is in power or enforcement, law enforcement or security, or even corporate or government leaders. And it's a warning against abuse of authority and a push towards integrity in systems that can be corrupt. So here, John the Baptist is really about using the power that has been given to you because of your job, because of the authority that you have responsibly. So for an example, in our life could be a police officer refusing to profile or intimidate, a manager not leveraging fear or manipulation to get results, choosing ethical leadership even when it's harder. So here, every group that John the Baptist talks to, he talks to the crowd, he talks to the tax collectors, and he talks to the soldiers. Every group gets a version of the same truth, and its repentance is about real life change. God cares how we treat each other, and justice, mercy, and humility are not optional. They're signs of a heart that's turning towards God. So here, John isn't just giving moral tips. He's showing us what true repentance looks like in real life. And it's personal, it's practical, and specific for us. Everyone has something to turn from and something better to turn towards too. So I hope this message was helpful for you. Click on the like and subscribe button to learn more.